Yeah, no, you good. Okay. So when we're ready, we'll get it.
Yeah.
I always gotta have these with me.
Yeah. What Jesus says the fucking
The original? You don't like the seasoned one?
the toasted, the extra toasted.
Bro, if another person says something about extra toast, whatever, I'm fucking with whatever you want. She always gets some shit.
The toasted one.
Yeah, she'll come in like, she'll be like, yo, I got some cheeses, and then pull out the box, and it'll be extra toasted.
You're like, I don't want them shits.
I still eat them though. I still eat them.
The one thing, bro, the biggest knockoff, the cheese nips.
Oh no, don't even start.
Those shits, bro. Those shits were garbage. Low key.
Garbage.
Yeah, like actually. Really? Yeah.
The whales.
The whales.
What? If I ain't have them shits when I was like young and bro, pissed off. They did not care about how much salt they put on.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You need the salt. Yeah.
I'm the same way, bro.
Yeah. That's funny.
Wells.
Now they got the new shits like the fucking or honestly the popcorners. You ever see the popcorners? Those are pretty dope. Those are good as fuck. The kettle corn, the cheddar ones, those are good. Super fire. Alright. You ready?
Yes. Scroll up a little bit, yeah.
We're gonna start right here.
No.
No, because we already answered that.
Okay, yeah. You want to start?
Yeah. Let us know when we're back in. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot we've been filming. All right, we're back. All right, so
Wait, we was filming that home song?
yeah.
Oh, word.
That's what you like though.
Shout you out for the cheeses.
Yeah.
No, I fuck with you.
All right, so yeah,
It's all good.
we're good.
Keep it all the way out there too. Yeah, okay.
So back to the dance videos and stuff. So one thing I noticed, I mean, it's pretty clear, with the videos that you post, right? You have like a aesthetic. It's the effect with the three people, right? So was that something that you kind of came across randomly, or was it you see someone using that effect and you're like, yo, I kind of want to use this, or
Nah,
speak
really,
on that.
the effect that really got me started was the clone, it was the colorful one, like
Like it was just you and then the one
it's
other.
not like another picture of me, like the three. It was like the outline basically.
Okay,
Oh, like
yeah.
squiggly
Mhm.
outline?
Yeah, so I used that shit, and niggas was like, oh, like that's what like had attention to my videos. Like I would go look at the comments, and like a lot of people would be commenting on that, like, oh, the twin did it better, or like shit like that. So after that, I was just like, all right, I can't post any videos of just myself. Like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be other people, or
Right.
at least like that effect.
I think it's dope because it's like it adds like, I don't know, it's just like, because for whatever reason, whenever you're doing it, it's just like it seems so natural with the effect. It's like three people, and it's just I think it's just super dope with the way that you do the dances. It kind of just makes it seem like there's actually other people in it, So I think that's super dope. But like, so is that something that like you're rocking with as like your brand and like kind of
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, even if that wasn't an effect, like when I was in school and shit, like in high school, I tried to get people to like actually be in videos with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
and shout out to Lil Bro, because he actually did a couple videos with me. He's nasty too. But it was kind of hard because nobody either knew what I was trying to do or they didn't want to take the time to actually sit there and like be in the video. So it was like, how do you come up with having the extra people in the background? So I was like, all right, fuck it, use the little effect, and we did, and it took off, and that's what worked.
So speaking on that a little bit, you ever you heard of the Jabberwockies?
Yeah, of course.
So what I mean that's super lit, like, because it's a huge group. I heard there's like 15 people that are actually in that. So have you ever like got like wondered starting like a dance group or something, or is that kind of not your thing?
I'm not against it,
Yeah.
but my thing is more of like nowadays, like how like She Loves Michi and Quan and like them, like when they started hitting the folks, like you would see more people go and like have like dance sessions like out and about. Like Atlanta, Georgia is lit because like they always have little dance sessions like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I would do that. As far as like making a team, I feel like that's something I would do more with like my dance studio. You know what I'm saying? Because then we would go and we compete with all the other dance studios and do it that way. You know what I mean? But as far as like doing some shit, more or less of what's the dance movie? Why can't I not think of this?
What their dance?
No, the most famous dance movie there is out there. They've got like 6 or 7. It's on the tip of my tongue. Step Up, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, instead of doing some shit like Step Up, you know what I mean? I feel like me personally, I just haven't found the people to do that. I'm not against it, but I just haven't found those people yet.
Okay, dope.
So, when you're doing your videos, like, how do you approach like what dance you're gonna pick for that video? Like, what's the process behind you picking it? Is it like more just like whatever you're feeling in that moment, or is it kind of like planned?
Yeah, like is it like freestyling dancing, or you?
I mean, I freestyle pretty much everything, but like I guess like on a more like structured way of answering the question. Definitely, if it's like a drill beat, then I'm definitely gonna be getting sturdy.
Yeah,
most likely.
Yeah.
But the difference is now I'm not too worried about getting sturdy now. So like now, half the video of it will be me getting sturdy, then the other half will be me like pin dropping or moonwalking in the video or whatever. Like I try to incorporate a lot of different shit in the videos.
Okay.
At this point, because I feel like at this point, like I did what I did, I got the views I got. So like instead of trying to keep myself contained into that one genre of dancing, I've got the followers I have, so let me just do my real shit now. You know what I'm saying? See how that works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, then, you know what I mean? I got it. You know what I mean?
What about you with music, Tony? Like, are you like in terms of when you go like do you have stuff written before a studio session, or are you more of a
Sometimes.
freestyle person?
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's like I write shit and then like I ended up just like freestyling the rest the minute I get in the studio. Like man, I get in the booth.
Right.
So
Word.
I
Okay.
feel like
Cool.
I punch in a lot. So it's just like whatever like comes to my brain, like I just record it. All right, cool. Next take, record it. All right, next take, record it. Like so it ends up being just a freestyle really.
Like you're coming up with the shit
Right.
as it's
Like,
going.
as he's
Yeah.
going, like,
Yeah.
as he's like stopping.
Yeah.
Next layer. All right,
Okay.
different bar. All right, cool.
Okay.
Next layer. So it just ends up being all like just punches.
Okay.
Now, what's the process of like picking beats though? So are you like kind of going through like listening to beats like before the studio and you take a pack that like what like how's
I go for more of like the vision I'm trying to get
Mhm.
like first, you know what I'm saying? Like I do a lot of EPs and shit, so it's just like I'm not just looking for one beat, really. I'm looking for like a certain sound that I
Okay,
like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? So all the beats that I'm actually gonna rap on are gonna have the similar type of sound, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the vibe stays the same. So I really like I'll have somebody send me one sound. I mean, send me like one. I'll have them like send me like one beat or whatever. I'll listen to it, and then I'll be like, all right, cool. Like send me something else that sounds similar to what you just said. You know what I'm saying? So I just need like 3 really to make an EP. Just need like 3 good beats or whatever.
Yeah.
Once I personally feel like it has like the sound that I'm looking for, the vision that I'm looking for, then it's like, all right, cool. We can start rapping on it. We can start working on it.
Do you rap on any of your beats?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I just started doing that. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Like just like this
Oh,
year.
shit.
Just
Okay.
started rapping on my own beats.
Why did that take so long?
That's a great question, bro. I don't know.
I mean,
I really don't know. Like my boy was even saying that to me. Like, yo, why is it taking you so long to? This is your first beat that you
Hey,
rapped
man.
on. That was yours. I was like, yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
that's what if that's what it took. That's what it took.
Yeah, I guess I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Really, probably. I was more like focused on trying to give it to other people. So I never like thought about let me hop on my own shit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. I think that could definitely be something dope because, like, I mean, there's a good amount of artists that do that where they make their own beats. The ones that come to mind, I know like Nav does it. Who else?
Kanye.
Obviously Kanye, Russ,
Pierre
Bourne,
Hobson.
He does that too. He
Does?
makes his beats.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Really?
Okay, that's dope.
I didn't know
Hobson's a great producer.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
And I think Logic too. I mean,
Logic.
Logic's making his shit.
Logic.
Travis is always involved in the production. So, I mean, yeah, that's definitely dope.
And I saw the way like Travis was involved a lot with his production, and I like incorporate that into like myself. Like man, I was like, I like how he was like on his engineer's ass. Like, nah, I want my shit to sound like that. Nah, take that out, put that in there. Like,
Yeah.
so anytime we go to a session, like I'm on the same type of time. Like,
That's good shit.
I like the session that we just went to. Like, I asked her, I was just like, yo, you mind if I like sit right here and just watch you?
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
like, nah. I was like, all right, bet. So I'm just watching the little button she's hitting and stuff like that. Like, also,
Yeah.
that's how you do that. That's
Yeah.
like, so I try to like learn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably start paying attention to
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
that you're like, yo. Yeah, I mean, because like I said, like we produce, but we also like at our studio, like we have our engineer, and it's a different language. So when you sit there, it's a completely different like experience seeing them do that and seeing them work.
She was working on the vocals and shit. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at it. I'm like, well, it kind of looks similar to
Yeah.
Squares, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's different. Like the
It's-
stems and everything's just different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a, yeah, no, exactly, bro. So like, I kind of want to breezy back to you, like, what is there a feeling that you could describe into words that you get when you dance, like just flat out? Like, are you like, is it a free feeling? Is it like kind of like a high?
Serenity probably be my best word for
Oh
that.
shit, okay,
Yeah.
serenity.
A nice choice of vocab.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I gotta keep up with the
Serenity.
vernacular. So the young ladies out there,
The
you know,
vernacular.
you fucking with a boss out here. You know what I mean? Nah, but yeah, definitely peace. You know, if y'all didn't know what that meant, definitely peace. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
I love
Keep
that.
it
That's
short
awesome.
and simple. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
I can relate to that. I think for when I'm doing producing, it's like in that moment when you get the headphones on, it's like nothing's like,
In a different world. It's
Yeah.
a completely different world.
yeah, and it's
No,
just
I can
like,
relate to that as well.
yeah, like it's just a, like you said, it's just a peaceful, just feeling that you're just like, I'm ready to do this, I'm doing this, and that's it. No one's fucking me up, and you know, so.
So, what's your favorite dance move? If you had to pick one,
One move.
like a famous move that's like a branded move. That's-
Moonwalk.
Moonwalk,
I was
yeah.
gonna say I probably knew the
Okay.
answer to that.
Yeah,
but
moonwalk.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. If it's got to be on those type of terms,
Yeah.
definitely the moonwalk.
So how about like with like the viral dance moves, or like
Like the getting sturdy and shit.
yeah, or
Yeah.
like the all that shit.
Hitting the nana and all that.
Yeah,
shit. Nah.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like you'll catch me at work, you know, for if you know, you know. But you'll catch me at work walking back and forth. Like if the Dougie's on, like I'm definitely hitting the Dougie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, if
I
he
remember
throws
the
on
Dougie.
like Pop Smoke, I'll definitely end up getting sturdy in the middle of the floor real quick. Type shit. But as far as like those dances go, I like doing them. But that's what catches the eye right now. It's not like if I was to go in a dance battle. Of course, I would go in and I'd probably start off getting sturdy, but I really wouldn't keep it to just that. Like, I'd be doing extra shit. Like,
Right.
shit that you guys probably would never see me or even think for
Yeah,
me
mix
to
it
do.
around
And
a
I
You
feel
know
like
what I
that's
mean?
what separates you from other
Yeah.
people that are in your field. You know what I mean? Other dancers, other artists.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Shouts to you for that, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's
Appreciate
good shit. How so? I mean, how like important is it to like stay in shape
Yeah, I
when
was
you're
wondering
doing like your dances and shit?
Like,
Because
you can't, 'cause I'm sure you can't get like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get like if you're out of shape. I mean, people are gonna notice.
Yeah.
Especially, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it a whole band with y'all.
yeah.
Pop. That's what
I just rolled my ankle like the other day, and you know, we had this interview planned for a couple of days now, so I was low key like stressing because I was like, damn, if they asked me to like hit something real quick,
We're gonna say.
fucked up my ankle. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, like you know, obviously want to eat right. I'm not one of those people that is like heavy on that. You know what I'm saying? But my job does entail me to be lifting, you know, boxes of beer, like going upstairs, downstairs. I'm on my feet all day, so like, you know, as long as you keep some cardio on there and like, you know, you're not smoking like too much to where you can't breathe or some shit.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll be fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not in the gym going crazy at 6 o'clock in the morning every
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
just to, you know, dance. Like, you know what I mean?
But like you said, like doing in the restaurants. I mean, you're
That shit
walking
is
around like
Yeah.
all that shit.
I will say this: you definitely want to stretch. You
Yeah.
definitely want to make sure you stretch. Like, if
Definitely
I was
wanna
to
do
go in
that.
a dance battle, I would have to sit down and stretch for a good like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
probably. You
Yeah.
know what I
Okay.
mean? But,
Yeah.
other than that, I don't really do pretty much anything else. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Just keeping it honest.
Yeah. No, I mean that.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro. That's what.
Because like for me, like if I started doing some shit, even if like you go to the bars, you dance around for a little bit, I'm exhausted, I'm beat. You know what I mean? It's like
See, but that's the thing with dancing. Like, I don't ever get tired with that.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't?
like you'll catch me at my house like 3 o'clock in the morning, like hitting it. Like,
that's sick.
if I have the time and like I actually get in the mood, like there's no stopping it. Like real shit though. Like you like if you and like to put this in more like of an example, give me, you know, the hottest chick. You know what I'm saying? That dances and put us in the studio. I swear to God, we won't leave that studio for at least like a full 24 hours. Like we'll be dancing.
'Cause
Yeah.
you're
I'm
going
not,
all
Yeah.
the time.
we'll be dancing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like real shit. Like I
Mhm.
love to do that shit. So like at the end of the day, like if I'm in the right setting, I'm in the right mood, and I can do it for however long I want to, bro. I'm doing it until I
Just
fall
going
out.
unlimited.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
word.
yeah.
Do you feel like that when you're in the studio, Tony? Like, cause I know a lot of time, like I know a lot of artists I talk to, and a lot of artists that book like lengthy sessions. They don't want to push it too much, because whether it's vocal cords and just on the brain and whatnot, just like a little. Do you really feel that, or are you more like have an endless motor when you're in the studio? 'Cause I know both sides.
I do have an endless motive, but I do get tired.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do get tired. One EP that I had dropped, it's the A4th album. That was what, 6 hours? 6 hours.
So I'd say 7 hours.
It was 6 or 7 hours, and I was just going straight, like
Damn.
freestyled every song. Like every song, he just throwing a beat, wrapped it. All right, cool, wrap it up. Next one. All right, cool, wrap it up. Next one. So we was in there for hours, and we left there. I didn't even have a voice. Like I was like, I was
Yeah.
doing that shit again.
That's
Yeah.
how you knew.
I was like, I ain't doing that shit again.
Mhm.
I was like, I'll be sticking like 4 hours,
Yeah.
whatever, but we just did like 7 to 8. Like,
Mhm.
Granted, we had little breaks here and there, but it was a little bit like kind of like wear and tear on my voice and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I got the EP done.
Yeah.
there you go. That's the
Shit
thing.
was done and we
Mhm.
dropped it, right?
Yeah.
We dropped it. So
That's what matters.
Hell yeah, bro.
How many songs was it on there?
I think it's like 8 or 9.
So you did like 9 songs in 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
crazy,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
Just locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in. Like I dedicated the whole day to that pretty
Mhm.
much.
Hell yeah, bro.
So I got a question. So this kind of relates to, this is like us asking too as studio owners, right? So what's like a turn off for you in the studio, and what's like a turn on for you? So like what?
If you say I can't smoke in there, I'm not coming.
Okay, there you go. That's one. That's one.
Not smoking in your studio, I'm not coming.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Simple as that.
How about with
Asshole.
That ass.
I mean, it's part of I mean,
That's
it's
why
part of the
we-
craft,
like,
you know.
We would never we're smoke friendly, obviously.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like
This is a podcast. This is different. I wasn't throwing shots at you.
No, dude, no. I feel 100%.
hell no.
No, because I'm serious.
No, I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. I asked him too when we pulled up here. I was like, "Yo, can we smoke in there?"
Yeah. No, you hit us. You asked us. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not
appreciate
gonna lie,
guys.
you
I
know-
wish, bro. I'll
Yeah.
be with you, bro.
Nah, there's a couple people.
Nah, like when
Yeah.
I'm smoking and I'm in the studio, bro, like that helps me open up that door to creativity. Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
just
Yeah,
the way
no.
it is.
it's just
bro.
the way it is. Like
Yeah.
weed and music just go hand in
And
hand.
we understand that in our studio,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
different location, you smoke all day, every
All
day.
day,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
I
Like
be
that's
smoking.
I have to see that.
yeah. So
Well,
you definitely got you guys definitely got to check it out. But yeah. So how about what's like what about do you like to bring a lot of people to the studio?
Nah,
you-
bro, mob shit. It's just
just-
a mob.
the
Just
mob,
that's
bro.
it.
That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I understand.
That's one
The ideas that we come up with are golden. Like
Mhm.
they're
Yeah.
key. You know
And
what I'm
that's one
saying?
thing about like
If you ain't one of the members, you're not supposed to be around.
Yeah, that's what I was
ideas
about
and
to
shit
say,
like
yeah.
that. Like,
Right.
because we kind of keep it tight knit. We were the only ones that was around, fuck with each other when we was all down. So, like, and don't get me wrong, I fuck with everybody that shows love. I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of y'all that be showing love, especially now. But we're not doing that.
Yeah, a couple of friends that's like that want to
Yeah,
come
that
through,
shit.
especially if you're somebody that I usually don't bring to the studio with me. Like, yeah, I'm not a dick. Like, yeah, sure, you can come 1 or 2 sessions with me, but don't
Mhm.
make this like it's not a regular thing. Bro.
Right.
We're not-
Right.
And most of the time, you won't ever catch somebody just chilling in the studio unless
Mhm.
it's me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no cap. Everybody
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
in the studio is basically
Anybody
on the
around us is
song.
doing something
Doing shit.
productive. Like,
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't take the rapping career so seriously like everybody else. That's not my route. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? My route is dancing. You know,
Mhm.
I know that. But I
Mhm.
do
You do dabble
love
in it though,
to
right?
dabble with the rapping and shit like that. So you'll catch me on a song.
Yeah.
But I'll probably be the only person 9 times out of 10 if you go in the studio and we're all there. If I'm not on the song, I'm the only guy that's in there that's just chilling.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody else in there that's chilling. Like, everybody's writing something. Everybody's looking
they
for
ain't
the
come
big
to waste
beat,
studio
like,
time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They ain't
Yeah.
standing around doing
Mhm.
nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's around us is either doing
It's,
music.
it's work. at the
Even
end
if
of
he
the day.
is standing
It's work
around
at the
or
end
like
of the day.
sitting around, like he said, just chilling, like he has the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
And I'm
that's
sure
what I'll
there's
be
there's
doing.
probably
So-
some input that you're putting in, like, yo, you got to redo that part.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
hell
what I
yeah,
mean?
hell
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
I'll
Like,
be talking to him
yeah.
through the mic like, yo, you think I could like go
Yeah.
in harder on that? And he'll be like, yeah, like
Mhm.
say louder. or
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
put this
Facts.
bar in there. Like,
Very in tune, very very cooperative of as far as like working together and helping each other reach like the highest level of
That's what it's
That's
about.
important, bro. You
artistry
gotta
that
push each
everybody
other.
can have. You feel me?
we're working also like on a lot of content too. So again, with the cameras, like if I'm in there recording or one of the bros is in there recording, like Breezy's behind the scenes, like with the camera, like taking videos so he could put it on his laptop, chop it up, make a YouTube video out of it, make an
I got my
Instagram
laptop
reel
right
or
now.
Yeah.
something, content,
Yeah,
pretty much. Like
100%, bro. It's so important now. I mean, the reels, going live, all that, all ties.
I feel like I personally feel like, and this is, I want to know how y'all feel about this too, but I personally feel like in a couple of years, bro, like, TV is gonna be mainly like obsolete, like, as far as like regular programs on TV and shit like that, bro. Nobody's gonna like who's watching the actual TV.
like smart
You're
TVs
literally
are just-
going into Netflix or Hulu, and that's like the end of the day. Like nobody's actually going on Disney Channel anymore to sit there and watch Disney Channel. Nobody's doing this to watch Nick. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like there's gonna be a certain point where there is a lot more viewers viewing and tuning into a lot of like podcasts or little side shows. Like look at 85 South Show. You know what I'm saying? When I first moved up here, I was watching them heavy. You know what I'm saying? I've been up here now for like 5 years. You feel me? So I was watching them heavy when they started popping their shit. You know what I mean? And they're kind of in the same way as like what we're trying to do, because they built their own like comedian thing with the 3 guys that they did. Shout out DC Young Fly, Chino Bean, and Carlos or whatever. But they did their thing. They built it up, and then now they're actually going across doing shows in every other like stadium
Popping
and all
out
that shit. You know what I'm saying?
places,
Doing
yeah.
their thing. But the thing is like they had their niche. They found it. They exploited everybody's different part where they could be like at the top. They used it the right way, and like that's what the show is. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like that's what TV is gonna be in a couple of years. It's gonna be podcasts. It's gonna be people streaming games. It's gonna be what I'm saying, real life shit. It's not gonna be this shit no more.
The only thing I could think of is like I fuck with the NBA and shit, but even that, certain times,
That's streaming,
certain
bro.
games,
Yeah.
That's streaming.
it's already
though,
on,
I
it's
think.
done.
Yeah.
That's done. So I agree.
I don't remember exactly who said it, and
Smart
it
TVs, bro.
could have been a YouTube video that I was watching, or someone said it to me personally. I don't remember, but someone was saying like Instagram is the new TV.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people
I
spending
don't-
more time on their phones scrolling,
Yeah.
watching
Yeah,
reels
I wouldn't
and
say
shit. Like that's
Instagram.
the
I would say TikTok would be like,
Or maybe
you could
social
say,
media in
you could say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, there's definitely like,
even news. Like you could get news on fucking Instagram.
on Snapchat, they got the news and shit.
That yeah,
All
yeah
this
they
fucking
do.
shit's
That's a
popping
fact.
up.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
it's crazy. I have my TV on and I'll still be on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now when you really think about it, the only thing I'm watching on TV is, like you said, whether if the Knicks are on, I'm watching the Jets. I mean,
Yeah, but if
other than that, I'm on my phone.
everything else is gonna be available for a certain price, with that, like I'm gonna pay that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But like that's Netflix
Yeah,
Hulu
no, exactly.
package
Yeah,
right there.
Perfect. Like,
Yeah.
done. I don't see, like I'm not. It sucks too, cause like think about it, like I watched SpongeBob when I was a kid, like
Yeah.
OD. Like I spent a lot of time watching SpongeBob, but it's like I'm sure this kid's spending way more time on TikTok than I watch
Watching SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Tripping,
Yeah,
like-
nowadays, yeah.
It's weird.
But there's a lot of kids too making that money off TikTok.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rich people out here these days. A lot
Kids,
of
you
rich
got
people
kids
out
that's
here.
fucking like 10, 12 years old, like millionaires because of the shit that they're doing, even on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, you got young millionaires because of.
Bro, you got
this
people
shit.
watching a little kid. I mean, he's probably 10 years old now, but a couple of years ago, there was a little kid that popped off on YouTube just by opening and like using toys.
Yeah.
Literally is like set for life right now.
I think
bro.
I saw
he's
that.
growing
yeah.
up right now. And he has nothing to worry
It's
about.
because
Yeah.
people just
He could
watch
go
him
through
grow up.
school.
Yeah.
His parents want him to go through school. He could go through school, and then as soon as he's 18 and he wants to do whatever, bro, he doesn't have to do a damn thing, bro. He's got
crazy.
millions of dollars put away.
Yeah.
All off of views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
And people like one thing that's like starting to be popular is like people getting paid off reels, right? Like
Yeah.
Instagram will
Yeah.
pay you, right?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I actually I just got started on that.
Word.
What I would say back in, I'd say like May probably it started for me because they had like a little like project infused with Instagram and Facebook where they were trying to see what would happen if they did that and who would be involved.
Yeah.
I actually got lucky enough to be involved with that.
Well,
for a
that's
little bit,
dope.
you know what I'm saying? I didn't get too much off of it, but I got a little 5-piece. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, I saw it. I think a couple of days ago, I went on IG, and it was like, this is your last chance to be able to make $20,000 off of your reels. It's like, start posting now.
Yeah,
Like I don't. I mean, it's probably some clickbait. It's probably some clickbait
there's-
shit.
There's definitely
Yeah.
like
I mean, if you do the shit right, I'm sure if one of us
there's money.
posted it,
There's money.
you know.
Like if you go to any of these, basically like any of the accounts, one that are either verified or two with at least 500,000 followers and up,
Yeah.
and their views are at least that and up, bro, they're making money, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it's stupid because like literally all you gotta do is take 10, maybe 15 minutes, 20, a half hour if you really want to act like you're putting work in, and post a fucking little ass 15-second, 30-second video. And you're
But it's
making
a
bands
lot of the
off it.
creativity going behind the reels too.
Yeah.
Like even that 15 seconds was a lot of like creative shit done to make you be like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
even make you watch it the second time, watch it the third time.
Yeah.
Yo, look at this shit. Check that
Because
shit.
not all the
'Cause of
videos
the
get money.
creativity
You know what
behind
I mean?
it,
Not
like-
everybody that's posting videos are getting money like that. Not
Yeah.
everybody that's posting videos are getting views. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you definitely have to put your little oomph into it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, think about it, bro. Like, I go to work, I put in 11, 12 hours each day I walk in. You know what I'm saying? These people, they post a little video, bro. They don't even have to go to work.
Yeah.
They just took an hour out their day to do this, and now
Yeah.
they're going to chill, smoke with their friends,
Yeah.
hang out. They got money in the bank. They're cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Love to live that life. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's
Yeah.
what we're going for.
Yeah,
That's what we're
exactly,
going- I mean, that's what
exactly.
we're working for. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But when you think about it in reality, that shit's crazy, bro.
And you
Shit's
can
crazy.
even kind of feel it yourself. Like for me, like if I'm scrolling through something, it's like I don't know the reason what it is, but the video, it's like, oh, I'm gonna continue to go back to that for whatever. Like what he was saying, it's like for whatever reason, whatever they did with the video, it's just attracting me. Where it's like, all right, I'm swiping back up to watch it again. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
a lot of shit goes into that. You know, and that's
Yeah.
big.
So kind of back to you, Breezy, like with the dancing, like, you know, growing up, you said, you know, you were around music.
Mhm.
What about like dance? Like, were you around dancing?
As
so
far as
much?
like people dancing around me and shit.
Well, were you involved in that culture? Like, was your pops like pushing dance on you?
No, see,
in
that's
terms
one
of-
thing. My pops never pushed anything on me.
Okay.
He kind of just let whatever I wanted to do, like, be what, you know, like, that's, I had my choice in that.
Okay,
And,
word.
you know, bless him for that, because, you know, a lot of parents don't do that. A lot of parents push their own dream on,
Yeah.
you know, kids and shit like that. But he never did. He just did what he did, and it influenced me.
Hell
So then
yeah.
I took my thing and I did my spin. But I was definitely the lone, like, wolf with that, as
Yeah.
far as, like, growing up, because, like I said, I've probably danced with probably, like, I could definitely count the amount of people I dance with my fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
As far as like collectively like coming together trying to have fun type shit.
Yeah.
So I really haven't been in that area because, and that's also my fault because I never did any classes. I never put myself out there like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be by myself when I did it. You know what I mean?
So one thing like that I kind of want to lead into with that like is like breakdancing. I know it's a little bit kind of it has similarities with like hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It is hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you breakdance?
I mean, I can. I
You
used
can?
to. That's what I did when I grew up. Like all that type of shit.
Okay,
like
so it
real
was-
authentic, like technical dancing,
Like spinning on
break
your head and shit.
dancing, all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
All that
That's
shit.
just nuts.
Word. I wasn't like crazy with it. Like
Yeah.
there's some nice ass people. Don't get me wrong. Like nice ass people, and like that's a type of art where you have to like know what dance is to actually appreciate what they're doing. Because a lot of people will just look at it and be like, "Yo, why the fuck is this guy
Spinning on his head.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But in the reality of things, like he's doing a move and it's hitting the beat.
Right.
You just don't
right.
see it because you're not like in tune.
And the
with
shit
that.
that's leading up to it, and then the shit that comes
Yeah.
out right after.
There's hella nice people that do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I could do a lot of different dance genres.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to pop it out, I could definitely do it. Because like I said, I started out learning Michael Jackson moves. You know what I'm saying? And then I just worked my way up.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched Step Up. I watched Footloose. I watched like, you know what I'm saying? I watched all these movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely like, from a young age, in tune with like different people and different cultures and how like everybody dances. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hell yeah, man. Nah, I was just curious. Like,
Now,
yeah, go ahead.
no, so like with that now, like do you think like dancing like like that's like something that you're born with, or is it something that like for me like if I really took the time, went to lessons, learned it, could I become as good as you in a way, or do you think
You could be better, yeah.
you could be
For
better?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's really because like you said like right as young as you can remember you were dancing.
Yeah.
No one showed you how to do that. That was a natural thing almost,
Yeah,
right?
see, but when it comes to that, I feel like that's more like of a say on stature. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you probably don't dance now. But if I were to bring you into my studio, we, you know, went to it, got in the lab every day, did what we do, I'm gonna have you dancing the right way, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it might be better looking than me.
Mm.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to having the experience, I feel like that just gives you more of a stature, but like only if you're teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I want to be a dance teacher. Like that's what I want to do. I want to own my own dance studio and do my thing. So like I feel like I could take anybody out. I feel like if somebody had 2 left feet, I could take that,
You
give
could
you
get
a
'em
right
to
foot,
do it.
and get you right. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Because I always question that too, like as like producer being in the music industry, it's like because a lot of people are just born with the talent of being able to hear certain shit and hear that, but it's like can you really teach someone how to like do that
course.
certain thing, you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I would argue that there's definitely a piece of it where you like where you're exposed at that young age, like you can't. There's certain things that you can't teach.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, you know, like there's certain like and
Mike, you just pull the mic up. a
pull it
little
up,
bit.
yeah. There's certain ways, like I would say, like you know, just like being able to freestyle dance to a beat, because like freestyling, rapping wise, is totally different from freestyling with the dance moves. You know what I'm saying? Because you just have to know the beat. You don't have to know what you're trying to say. You have to know the beat. And if you're freestyling the beat and like say I don't know the beat at all, I'm pretty good with that though, because like I know cadences, I know like rhythms, I know like certain shit, because I've been in music that long. So like you could put on a random song right now, and like once I hear what probably the first 8 bars of the beat itself, I'm gonna be able to freestyle to that beat. Doesn't matter what it is, and I could not know it. And then like my dance afterwards, you would go back and watch it. It would hit every beat on point. You know what I'm saying? But like that's something you can't teach. Like right there,
Yeah.
you have to. You have to be in that to actually be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like that's one thing right there. Like I wouldn't be able to teach. I'd be able to teach you how to be fluent in the music and shit like that, but not exactly how to do what you want to do and freestyle it.
Like you could teach someone like, all right, when this hits, you do this and this and this, but you can't teach someone like, oh, I'm just gonna feel it and I'm gonna start going.
Yeah, they gotta do that for themselves. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So, kind of shifting gears a little bit. When did building websites?
Damn.
I'm going.
These niggas
yeah.
they did their homework for
taking it,
real.
bro. I'm taking it there.
I did not answer this question.
Like, do you still do that?
Nah, I mean, yeah, like that's the thing though. Like I said, you know, one thing about life, stay consistent. Right now the mob has a lot of shit going on. So right now that's at the bottom of my list. But yeah,
Right.
bro, $40 real quick. You need a nice little website made. I got you. It'll take me like a day. Send it back to you, give you all your passwords and everything you need the next day, and we'll call it even.
That's good shit.
I always did that shit in school because I was playing around and like, you know, like how you have different classes. I used to have computer class or whatever. So we used to make video games, and then we used the HTML codes to make like websites and shit.
Right.
Shit. Okay.
So I used to do all that shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And like at that point in time, like I told you before, when we made Mob, it was mainly to, you know, get money. It was mainly to have like, you know, a place to put ourselves in, you know what I'm saying, and get out of what we were, you know, doing and shit like that. And plus, like, build everybody up, bro. You know what I mean? It's all about building everybody up. Like, if I can have the opportunity to give my guys like $500,000 each and be like, yo, here you go, this is what I could do, make something with that, like, bro, you know I'd be lit. You feel me? I'd be lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's up. Now everybody's got this. Everybody can go. Now I can pop out. We can pop out. Everybody's got their whip. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's lit. It's not cool if one of us is doing it and not everybody else.
Yeah,
is doing
exactly.
It. And it's not on that type of time where it's like, you don't got it, so you can't come. Like, none of that. Everybody's coming. Everybody's eating, and we're all doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel like that's what it's about, especially nowadays, man. Strength in numbers.
Yeah.
Get a team, you know. So.
Facts. But that started around the same time a year ago.
Okay.
Okay. So damn, a day.
Yeah, bro. When I say me and Chada were locked in, like we kept him talent wise, because like we always told him like, bro, you're the one that's, you know, the talent, the face front of the talent as far as like rapping and shit. So me and Chada would sit back in the background and plan out all this business shit. So like, shout out to him too. You know, shout out to him too, because you know I was down bad when I first came up here, so I needed places to sleep and shit like that. My niggas held me down, so I was actually staying with Chada at this point. So we would just come up with ways to get money. One of my ways was, you know, setting people up for venues, and then I would sit there and people would be like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Like, you know, you got this little studio, whatever. Like, can we come through? Like, maybe make a website. Because a lot of people will come to us about their plans and what they want to start. So like, you know, me and Child just looked at each other, clicked, and we were like, yo, bro, why don't we just start, you know, helping everybody else out and network and get ourselves out there at the same time?
Boom.
And then boom, that's what happened.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing that? Like just pretty much the whole.
As far as like the website or just everything in general?
Well, I guess everything with Mob.
As far as like seriously wise, I would say we've been doing all that shit now solidly this year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We've always been together, like as far as music events go and shit like that. But as far as like seriously taking it seriously, networking, like we just came back from Portland. You know, we had a show out there in Portland 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. We had another show at a Chuka Lounge right here in Huntington. You know what I'm saying? What was that, last week? That was last week. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So, like,
Okay.
we're doing a lot of shit now, and like now it's more, you know, motion behind it. So, you know, hopefully we get somewhere. But it's been a solid year. We've been doing this and hitting the road and doing everything. He actually, years before though, had went to Rolling Loud, him and Chowder. So like, for them, that's when that started. You know what I'm saying? Because they hit Rolling Loud. He got to perform and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit that people have done beforehand, before coming together as a group. So we've been doing all this shit for a while. But as far as the group goes, as far as being unified with it, it's been a solid year.
Yeah.
Facts.
How many members are there?
There's a lot.
It's like 7 of us.
Okay.
Word.
Dope.
But like everybody does something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you still mob, like you still help us out as a group, but so you don't necessarily gotta be a rapper.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily gotta be a dancer, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got dudes that do video, guys that's doing photo. You know what I'm saying? We got people who are just brainy with ideas.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We got people that's doing the merch behind it. Like this is actually my boy's brand, my boy Chowder, the Sex Club brand. It has like our symbol on it somewhere.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
So like, it's a collective of just random,
Yeah.
just ideas.
Mhm.
So it's about like 7 of us.
It's a family.
Yeah, it's a
right?
family.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
family.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not everybody can go with us. Like sometimes when we have shows and shit like that, like it sucks. Not all of us can fucking go.
Mhm.
But you know, there's 7 of us, so 3 out of the 7 of you can fucking go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
representing
But
everybody.
it's still mob though. So when we pull
Yeah.
up, it's still it's the mob. It's, you know.
Hell yeah.
And definitely let us know too when you guys do shows and shit, because we
Yeah,
definitely
we'll
will
pop out,
definitely
bro.
pop out.
Oh, yeah,
And
for sure.
Hell
for sure.
yeah.
Got you on that.
Mhm.
How was wait? So rewind it a little bit. Rolling
Yeah,
Loud.
that-
When was
Yeah.
that?
That was about like 3 years ago.
Jeez.
3,
so,
4 years ago.
Okay. Where was it? Where was it at?
The one in Miami.
How was
Yeah.
that?
It was a nice drive. I drove all the way from Brooklyn there.
Yeah, it's
Snuck
fucking.
in that bitch.
Yeah, 24 hours,
I
right?
ended up doing something with Fresher's people. I
Word.
don't know if you know who Fresher or Fraser, how you pronounce his name. But I ended up doing something with his people through my manager at that time, is Trip. He was doing a whole bunch of stuff with a lot of people in the city. So they had like a gig or some shit set up like with Rolling Loud or whatever, and he told them like about me, like, yo, I got this artist, da-da-da. So I pretty much went there, linked up, and
Word.
That's fire.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good shit. How long did you have like on set?
it wasn't like a long thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing long. It was more so for like face value.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I got like on they have the Backwoods or Packwoods. His
Yeah.
thing is Packwoods. So they had like the Packwoods tour van. It was a bunch of half naked girls there wearing
Yeah.
like, the Packwoods shirts and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I was just chilling, cooling,
That's fucking sick.
just networking, just
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
That's
exactly.
good
gave me a
shit.
bag,
You were
a
there.
bag full of blunts. There was all different type of pre rolls and shit. in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And me and Fresher were just sitting there just talking, like, oh, like I feel like maybe you should try doing shit this way, It worked for me. It was just a good thing. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great experience.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's
Seriously,
awesome.
man.
Hopefully you'll be back for the next one, right?
Yeah, you'll be back.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You will be.
To be
bro.
honest with you, like I'm focusing.
We gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on like building what we got going on right now. So then it's just like when those things do come up, it's just like I'm hitting hard.
Mhm.
Like I'm not just hitting like you with like a couple of songs here. Like now I'm coming at you with projects,
Mhm.
like with shit I could actually like, in my opinion, holds more weight.
Yeah.
You know, so
No, that's good
Fact,
shit.
man.
So website, social media management. Can you give us some tips on that? Because I know you're kind of good with that too, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely not as deep into it as I could be, but
Mhm.
as far as like, you know, like I said, posting videos, like the algorithms and all that, basically just have to stay consistent. They're really like everybody would love to say there's an algorithm, and don't get me wrong, the platforms do push certain people's videos out more than they do other people's. But at the end of the day, if you're consistent and you're constantly throwing it in their face, there's nothing they can do about it. You know, one of the easiest ways to get verified on any of these social media apps is to, one, have a newsletter written about you, go have an interview about yourself, you know, certain shit like that. That's really how you get verified. It's not all for the followers. Like, I've seen people, and I know people who are actually verified who don't have a million followers. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess a good tip for that would probably just be stay consistent, bro, and authentic too as well. You know, nobody really likes a copycat. You know what I'm saying? So just stay consistent and authentic. And I feel like if you're on your shit like that,
There's nothing wrong with acknowledging somebody
good.
else's work. You know, use that as an influence for yourself, but don't bite.
Yeah.
you definitely have to feed into
Bite.
other people though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with social media. So, you know, always remember, if you're going to send your video out to 50 people saying repost this, you should probably repost all 50 of those people's shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just, that's how it works in the game. Nobody's going to repost your shit for, you know, just the love. You have those few people, but that's mainly your family. It's not, you know, if you don't have fans already, then you don't have those type of people yet. So you got to network, you got to build, you got to do your thing. So I guess that would be a good tip as well for everybody. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, bro.
How about like posting certain times of the day or certain days in the week? Again, is it more just consistency, like that
As
beats
far
out
as,
everything?
As far as days,
Yeah.
you can post any day of the week you want to. Times though, obviously, if you're, you know, it depends on what time zone you're in. But
Yeah.
obviously, you don't want to post way too early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's up, so your post is gonna be at the bottom of everybody's, you know, feed. Nobody's gonna see it. I think a peak time would probably be around like 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? Around there.
Okay.
And if you want to put like a little grid around it, I'd say from 3 to at least like 9 o'clock is like prime time for posting, because everybody's getting out of school. As far as like audience wise, you got all the kids getting out of school. You got the young you know, parents or the young adults that are working that get off at 4 or 5.
Right.
They get off then, and then you got everybody else that's either not working, getting ready to go out for a late night or whatever, getting up right around that time. So everybody's on their phone, everybody's checking shit, and you know, everybody can usually take time and repost you or take a second to like you or, you know, leave a comment. So I feel like that's a pretty good prime time right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, man. So, kind of, this is a question for both you guys. Like, with your passions, with what you guys do and take pride in, like, was there ever a point where y'all thought of, this is not gonna work? I think I'm gonna quit.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Think about shit like that all the time.
All the time.
Oh, okay.
And before anything actually popped off with my views, and even after Ron Suno reposted my shit, because he reposted my shit a couple days, so it wasn't like one time. He reposted a couple times.
That's lit.
But I posted like, I think 4 more videos after that, and they did not hit nowhere near. You know what I'm saying? I was just kind of like, all right, maybe the social media shit is just like a little, you know, ruse or whatever. Like, it's not really like that. Like, but at the end of the day, like, that goes with being disciplined, and it's mainly more of like how bad you want it. You know what I mean? Because now you can't really none of our guys are saying that. You know what I mean? Like, we might think it might come up like that, but we all know at the end of the day, like, if no other human being can hold us back, we can do whatever we want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it definitely crosses our minds, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
And even like,
be thinking like, if you give up, like, that's when you probably just miss your chance.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I find that with, like,
That's what I think too.
with a lot of ideas too that I had came up with, and I was like, or maybe like took too long. I could say probably took too long to do something with it, and then the next person goes and like does. But I literally was just saying, or maybe just talking to him about like, yo, maybe if we did this, you know what I'm saying? We took too long or whatever. All right, somebody else was just thinking that way, and they just did the same exact shit. We could have possibly just blown up all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
the timing thing. So it's just like, the way I look at it is, it's like, if you're chasing something and you're like, just go with the momentum, because like the timing is gonna come. But if you just stop, like, oh, I don't want to do this shit no more, it's never gonna happen. You're not even gonna see the chances of it ever happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Point, yeah.
So
It's a good point, man.
And one thing too that like I always hear, like, just like people say, it's like the longer you stay in the shit, the higher probability you're gonna make it, because all these other people are quitting. You know what I mean? And all this other shit. So it's like, it goes back to consistency. You know what I mean? staying consistent and like you know.
So would you guys say would you guys say consistency is what got you guys like through those doubts and those like times where it was like
Indubitably.
Consistency definitely had a big part, but my biggest thing that put me up there was the times where we didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? The times we couldn't do none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to go back to those days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact that I came from that, you know what I'm saying? And all that type shit, whatever, hoorah, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going back to it. And that's what I definitely know. So, like, that's at the end of the day.
As long as you keep that
what
in your
keeps me,
head, it's just like,
you know
yeah,
what
I'm
saying?
not going back to that.
Like,
So
I
just
can
keep
hate
moving
my
forward.
job entirely, but if that's what is giving me money at the time and I can't get myself out that situation, where am I gonna be at my fucking job? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to get done. You know what I mean? Not going back to that. So, you know,
Especially a lot of stuff that we were just talking about. Now we see, like it's like we actually doing it, and it's just
because
like
everybody has good.
it's like a
ideas.
wake up call. Like, see, like we can do
Yeah.
the shit.
Right.
Obviously,
Right.
we can do the shit. Like, you know.
100%.
So
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like sometimes you're putting in all this work and then it's like you're not seeing the results and then that random little spark of
or
something.
you may just have to go about it in a different way. You might have the right idea, but you just went about it the
Yeah.
different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went the wrong way. So try it a different way. It might hit that time. You know what I'm saying?
because
Yeah,
even go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, with the social media shit, like, you know, even for, you know, the viewers watching us now, you know, stay on your shit and don't worry about who exactly is watching, because there always are people watching. And the people that you fuck with, like, I go to work with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And we all treat each other like a family, you know what I'm saying? Not one of them is reposting my shit, you know what I'm saying? Do I really care at the end of the day? No. Why? Because they all watch it. They all come back the next day and they're like, oh, that video was dope.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Da, da, da. So, like, everybody's watching, bro. And you never know who's watching knows who. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, say, like, you could know fucking Chris Brown right now, and I'm sitting there talking about it.
Yeah, right.
Little did I know, you text him, like, yo, bro, I got this dancer that's pulling up today. Think it'd be cool if you popped in and say what up to him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
like the
never
biggest
know who
thing,
knows
yeah.
who. And you're always right next to that one person that can be that connection to your, you
Right.
know, your door, your gateway. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's well said,
Yeah.
man.
And I just want another question for the both of you guys. Like we call it beat block. Some people call it writer's block. I mean, is there dancer's block? Like, how do you guys like kind of? Yeah.
I go through writer's block like a motherfucker. You know how I get through writer's block?
Yeah.
Weed.
Who said that? Someone else said that too.
Weed.
I don't remember who it was, but we asked to sing. Who? Yeah, it was a common theme. It was like, how do you get through writer's block? I just smoke.
Oh, it was bars.
It was bars.
Shout
It
out
was bars.
Yeah. He goes, bro, I just smoke.
Literally, you got fucking. I don't give a fuck if I have to rerun the beat like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Well, I'm smoking a blunt though. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get this.
You're gonna get it.
They don't get it right.
Then, boom, I got it. And that's it.
How about for you? Like with dancing, like what's your process of getting through that?
You just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Like, dancing wise, it's like, it's not more of like a block. It's more of like I just keep repeating the same shit.
Okay.
So like now it's like, all right, let me
Try to switch it up.
switch
a
the
little
song entirely, because now because of the song I feel like I'm doing these certain moves. So like, let me switch the song. All right, let me play something else, and then I'll do something different. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's basically how I deal with that. Yeah.
All right. That's good.
So, talk a little bit. Just kind of, we're gonna wrap it up in a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But, talk about like, so what is Sturdy Talks?
Oh, that's the
What is
that's the podcast.
That's the podcast.
That's the show that I'm trying to create right now. And
Okay.
honestly, you guys should tune in, because Sunday I'm gonna be bringing it back. So basically, right before we went to Portland, Maine, I came up with a plan to basically have 3 different segments. Sturdy Talk being, you know, more of like the business aspect. So you know, I invite my bosses, anybody that's doing business, anybody that has a small business. I want them on, come up here. Let's drop some gems. Let's you know, talk about business. Let's talk numbers. Let's, you know, get some real info in here for everybody to learn. Then I got Smoke Talks, where you come on, you just smoke, you talk random shit. You know what I mean? Then I got what's the other one?
The reality one.
Whatever. Yeah, but I'm losing my brain right now. But I got another segment where in reality I'm gonna want it to be like females running it. You know what I'm saying? And then like have different guests.
Oh
on
yeah,
it,
it was
you know
pretty
what
much
I'm
like the girls talk.
Yeah,
We just
like-
let the girls talk.
It's not like
Find
men
out what's
talk.
really going on.
Sweet talks.
Sweet
That's
talk,
what I was
okay,
calling.
yeah.
Sweet talks.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know, and I want
You know what I'm saying?
I
Girls
might
talk
get,
about
like,
what they want to see in a man
one
and
or
shit
two,
like that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And then we'll have guys pop on there too, and like have them both go back and forth. But it's not gonna be the same if it's just guys on there. So
Yeah.
like, I'd rather have the females run it, and then like if I want to come on there and talk, and we'll talk about a situation that's a controversial topic, then we'll have a guy and a girl on there. But that's what I'm.
How about the other 2 segments? Like, are you gonna be hosting that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then the smoke talk. Shout out Ink Famous. You know what I'm saying? Whipping in the kitchen and all that. He wants to be a part of it too, so I'm gonna have him.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
dope.
So we got a lot in store, bro. But Sturdy Talks is definitely gonna be something big, and it's definitely gonna be a Long Island type of thing.
Okay.
I'm literally gonna get every artist I can to be on that show, bro.
We're gonna have like many performances on there too. Like, you know, let's say we got like a hot artist coming from wherever, Long Island, whatever. All right, cool. So after, let's say like he just sat down, he just finished doing an interview with us or whatever. All right, cool. Now, little mini stage set up there, just like how Sun going live. You know, you could do your little performance or whatever song you got out right now that's hot. Everybody's gonna see that. You know, you just came up on the show and did it.
It's
So
a new Breakfast Club, except it's all done.
yeah, almost
Okay,
like
there
some,
you go.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
some shit just like that.
That's dope.
And,
That's good
and
shit.
Long Islanders got to stick together because one thing that a common thing too like is that we've talked about on the show a little bit. It's kind of like there's like a shadow kind of casted on Long Island.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah,
For
like, it's
sure.
weird.
Like it's almost like you're not gonna get no recognition if you're saying like you don't come from the city. Like if you're not from the
Yeah,
city, it's
yeah.
like all right, people don't want to hear from you. It's like nah, fuck that.
Yeah. So
Fuck
that's
that.
why I fuck with that. That's your, you know what I'm saying? You're putting Long Island on the map, you know?
That's the whole point behind it, bro. Because like I'm not from here, you know what I'm saying? And
100%.
There's a lot of people that I've been around. You know, my face is known. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about that. But everybody around me, we're putting the gang on the map. We're putting this on the map, doing this on the map. But like, what are you doing with everybody else? Because I just see you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's a lot of people right now that have podcast shows that are like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for the artist. But you didn't ask none of my homies to go on the show. You didn't ask none of them that I know from over there to go on the show. So what artists are you really looking at? Because now you're just going off to people that are going to give you views. My whole idea is to invite everybody. I have the fan base already. I don't need views. My thing is just to have the consistency and post the content. The content is going to be content. So at the end of the day, it's going to get views regardless. You know what I'm
We ain't looking for just people that are doing like a
everybody,
genre. Or I'm just looking for people that do hip hop. Nah, fuck that, bro. You're a musician. You can do hip hop. You can do fucking country. I don't care. Get up on here and perform that shit.
That's
Like,
good
It's
shit.
good. It's
I don't
good.
give a fuck. It's music. Like I'm
Yeah.
not over here looking for a specific genre because I know it's gonna cater to this. I don't give a fuck about that. It's a show. Get up here, perform.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's how we doing it.
And I want to make everybody feel like, how I felt today. Like, it's my day off, bro. But, nigga, as soon as I got ready, smoked my first blunt, I went to town, got my shave, you know what I'm saying? Got my shower. And then niggas picked up, went to the studio, went to work. Now, right after the studio, came right here. You know
Full
what I'm saying?
day.
Taking
type
care of
shit.
business. That's how
Yeah.
we do it.
If people were able to live that type of lifestyle within their budget, 10 times out of 10, their craft would be top tier. Think
That's
about that.
fucking keys,
If you
bro.
had a rap artist that really believes in his heart and mind, he walks every day around like he's the biggest rap artist in the Long Island, wherever he's at, and he can actually have a budget and do this type of shit where he goes to the studio for 3 hours. Oh, somebody just hit me up to go to an interview. If everybody could do it, bro, everybody would be taking their craft 10 times more seriously. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody feels like, oh, I don't have cameras following me. I don't have the top tier DJ equipment. I don't have top tier studio equipment. I don't have lights. They can't do it. That's not true, bro. You can do it. Work
There's
around.
a whole bunch
you know
I don't have. Like, nah, bro. There's a whole bunch of shit I didn't have. I found a way to get what I wanted, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have studio sessions and all that shit. There was times, real life story, recorded it in a motel fucking bathroom. I did that. I really did that.
Jeez.
You know, I really did that.
Yeah.
In the motel.
Yeah.
Fucking white towels in my face. I recorded the song, did it, got it done, posted it, SoundCloud, dropped it.
Fire.
Like, I don't want to hear, I don't have.
But
studio,
when
I
you're
don't
in
have.
that moment, I mean, I'm sure that you're
But the
feeling.
vibe that you're gonna get is
Yeah.
way different than like I could say than if you did have it because you know mentally you don't have it. So it's just like I want this shit to come out sounding crisp,
Like I'm
like I did have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I was in there and I was recording that shit, it was like I was putting my all in that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but
And you probably did. You feel like, like mentally you put yourself in like the biggest studio?
No, at first I was iffy, but
Yeah.
I felt because of where I was. Like, it
Mhm.
wasn't a studio. I recorded
Yeah.
this in the bathroom. But it's just like, I'm hearing it. I'm like, nah, this shit sound crazy. If I didn't tell you I recorded this in the bathroom, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah.
Mhm.
So I just, it's the word I can't for me, or I don't have. Like, I don't like those words.
Yeah.
Those shits bother me.
Mhm.
That's, those are
Find a way, bro.
find a way.
Manifest
find
your
a
way
way,
through.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
You're living proof. You know what I'm saying? You said it, man.
I saw in your post, one of the posts that you had too. It was your caption was just manifestation, and it's like, is that something?
Oh, yeah.
Is that something that you kind of like?
That was actually like a funny post.
Okay.
Shout out, brother.
Yeah. All right. All right.
I'm big on that type of stuff,
Yeah.
bro. Because at the end of the day, you know, like he was saying before, you know, everybody talks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has great ideas, and me and my boss actually will sit down in the office. We'll say this countless amount of times. You know, because everybody comes to us for ideas on new drinks or new food menus or new rules or this and that, but nobody's actually putting it into work. Like nobody's actually like putting that down, saying, "All right, that's a great idea. Let's
try
make
it.
work. Let's try it
Yeah.
out." Nobody's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a big thing of what Mob does, because you know we all literally were sitting there saying for 2-3 years like, "Yo, we do this. Why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing this?" All right, well if that's the case, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then we all finally got to that point where it was like, all right, we hit the last fucking. I took my last knee, bro. I'm not taking another fucking knee. Like, I'm gonna learn how to fucking stand now. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody just clicked and we ran with it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's like the biggest thing. Like, just stay on top and you know don't quit. Like how you guys said before and all that type of shit. You know?
Yeah.
Talk to the camera. Tell the world what you got going on. Tell the viewers what you got coming up.
Yo, look, you know who it is. It's your boy Breezy was mobbing. Hey, so check it out. So Mob got a couple things coming for you. Study Talks is back on Sunday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We got a music video dropping. Can't complain. Shout out to my boys Mac, Chada, and Q Money. Free that member. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop us for whatever they try. Also, I'm over here at Sink or swim, and you know we on the deep end with it, and I'm not sinking, so obviously we swimming over
Hell
here.
yeah. Hell
You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? Other than that, make sure you tap in with these boys because you know they doing big things too. You know, I always like to come in and see other people creating and doing their own shit. So this was a great ass opportunity. You know what I'm doing though? I'm about to take my ass to go get some food. I'm gonna be back at work tomorrow, so pop by at the Ivy. Shout out to the Ivy. Shout out Black Hippie. Shout out Trap Studios. Shout out my boy Terrence, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Big mob shit. Thanks.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, of course. Bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, Tony?
No better time than now. Is out now on every streaming platform: Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music,
Go get that.
YouTube. It's fucking everywhere. Look
Go
it
get
up.
that.
No better time than now.
Hell yeah.
Get in tune. I appreciate y'all coming down, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. That's a wrap.